hoping that we are live. I think we are live now. Hello, everyone. It's good to see you. I think we're on there finally.
We on?
Yeah, we've been trying to get.
Yay!
We've been trying to
glitched.
get. It glitched.
We're live now.
We've been trying to get connected now for about 5 minutes, and I keep getting kicked off. So we're going to hope that this works, and maybe it will.
Yeah, 'cause I
but
can't see that.
anyway, this is the great movie episode. We're going to talk.
Ride.
Great movie ride. That's at Disney,
I wish.
and we're going to talk a little bit about some Disney movies. Going to talk about some movies. So anyway, if you are joining us today, we're so glad that you are here. I am. Oh, she's sharing. Isn't that nice?
Oh,
My daughter Haylee down there is sharing.
Maggie.
I'm sorry, Maggie. Haylee is on her way. Haley is on her way. She said she would be here by 1 o'clock, but guess what?
She's running late. She said they'll be leaving soon.
You think?
She's like 5 minutes late. I mean, that's not like late in late terms.
That's late. She's always late. But so goes my life.
We're at Ed's Burger Joint today.
We are at Ed's Burger Joint in Hattiesburg, Mississippi, here in the Deep South. So I'm going to give you guys the mic so that we can project a little bit.
I can talk loud like this.
Okay, good.
Okay, the Maggie.
The Maggie. If you were here for last week's episode, you saw Maggie talk about the Maggie.
I need a shirt that says it.
The Maggie.
The big M.
Yeah, cape, a cape.
So anyway, what we're going to do.
With the cape.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, yes, thank you, Chris. Chris says we are live.
Oh,
thankfully.
good.
Oh, I'm
Yay.
glad. Chris, I have as much trouble getting on here as you do. Every week I have trouble getting on here. I don't know why, but we do. We're talking about movies, and Chris knows a lot about movies, so you'll be able to probably give us some good commentary on there. Hello, Brooke. Good to see you, my friend.
Hi, Brooke.
Brooke, by the way, if you don't comment, it used to tell us when people would join in so that we could see who was here, and we were able to tell who was following along, but now it doesn't do that anymore. So if you don't comment, we don't know you're here. So we would love to see your beautiful name pop up, and maybe where you're from, all that kind of good stuff. But here at Ed's Burger Joint, yes, we're talking about movies this week. What we did is we compiled a list of our favorite movies
And worst.
and
movies.
our
Hated.
least favorite movies. Hated movies.
Hated.
Hate's a big word. It's a strong word.
Yes.
They're terrible.
They're terrible movies.
Horrible.
Now, y'all aren't going to embarrass me, are you, and give me some like really bad movies on this list, are you?
Yes.
I've got to make up for the years you embarrassed me.
Oh, dang it.
I'm kidding. I'll be good.
Oh, you heard that. You heard it here. I'm trying
We're
to
back.
see what I can see.
Thought we were going
Hey,
again.
Mark, good to see you. Mark is here.
Here, I pulled it up on my phone.
Here, I'll watch
Okay,
this.
good.
I'll watch.
We had some help coming to work with the comments, but our help is late.
Arizona.
I know, Chris, they took down that ride, but we're excited to ride the new one when we go in May, the new ride.
Yeah, the
in
great
place.
movie ride is gone now.
Yeah.
But what are we riding? What's it called?
The mini or something runaway.
Mickey Minnie
Adventure.
Runaway Trail Railways.
Runaway Railway.
Yeah.
That's hard to say. Say that 5 times real fast.
Alright.
All right.
Sandy's on. Hey, Sandy.
Hello,
Good to see you.
Sandy. Good to see
And
you, Sandy.
Mark
I miss
and
you.
Brooke and I can't.
David. I'll do it.
I can't see.
And David from Milwaukee.
David from Milwaukee.
And Brooke is from, no, Sandy is from Arizona.
Yeah, Sandy we know.
Yeah.
Sandy worked with the homeless
You
folks
probably met
in
Sandy.
Nashville. I think you met her.
I might have.
I think you did.
Now she works for the homeless where she's at now.
Now she works.
always
with-
working.
Yeah, she's
Sweet.
always doing that. Okay, so hopefully you can hear us well.
Christian
We're
Sullivan.
in a very busy part of town. Lots of horns honking and all that kind of
Hey,
stuff.
Christian.
But anyway, what's up, Christian? Good to see you, buddy. All right, so who wants to go first? Oh, and by the way, we're going to make this a little bit fun as we talk about the movies, because we're not just going to give you our list. We're going to do either an impression or a line from the movie and see if you can guess it.
Or
And we haven't-
description.
And we haven't seen each other's lists either. So there you go.
I thought you were going to say we haven't seen each other in a while, but we just saw each other
Good to meet
yesterday.
you again.
Yeah. there you
She
go.
didn't meet me.
Yeah, she did. I
I'm
thought she
terrible
did.
with names.
Well, you'd know her if you saw her face.
Yeah.
So. Hey, and by the way, if we all look sunburned, we are, because my wife prepared a big Easter feast, Resurrection Day feast for her family, and we had to do it outside because we have several of our family are elderly. And yeah, you showing them your? If you see her, yeah, she's going to show you her tan line on her arm. Yeah, see that? Yeah. And
It's an added bonus to Easter. You get a suntan.
A suntan, yeah.
Lobster
Or burn.
Or skin cancer. I look like I have tomato for face, and I also look like I have lipstick on, but
I like the pink lips. I think they're hot.
yeah, baby.
Okay, so
Who goes first?
Are we hanging out with Elijah? Monday and I talked about doing a movie day for our family chat.
that's funny. We stole this one then from you, Chris. So.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go, Chris. I didn't think about. Well, I saw theirs, but I didn't think about. They kind of did something similar, I guess. Yeah.
Awesome.
Hey, we just pass it around, dude. Pass it around. You know?
All right. Well, I'm gonna start.
All right.
All right.
She's gonna start. And I've got my list over here. where you
favorite
can see.
movie. You ready? You gonna
Favorite
guess?
movie.
All right. Well, let's see if let them guess first before y'all guess. If anybody wants to guess. All right.
Okay.
Nobody puts baby in a corner.
Oh, come on.
All right. All right.
Nobody puts baby in a corner.
No.
I know what it is. You guys used to, right?
All right. Guess Maggie.
You know what it is?
Maggie may
Yes,
not
but
know.
no. I know it, but I don't know it.
Oh, you guessed it.
Oh, that's Dirty Dancing.
Yes.
Very first off, you're going to put a dirty movie on my list.
Dirty.
This is
not.
a Christian
Dirty.
Hi,
broadcast.
Jamie.
It's Patrick Swayze.
What's up, Jamie? Yeah,
Patrick
Patrick Swayze.
Swayze.
Yeah, she likes Patrick Swayze. And Kurt Russell. And Steven Tyler.
I'm old.
And Steven Tyler.
All right, so you guess. All right, so you get.
Okay, I'll go.
Mark that one off my list.
I don't know if anybody will know what this one is. We'll see. This one is they kill what they love.
3 Men and Mice and
Nope.
Green Mile.
Green Mile. You did know it. Yeah. Did y'all know that one?
Of Mice and Men. He played in that movie though too, didn't he?
Mice and Men. No, it's a different guy, but it was
Oh.
kind of the same.
I'll let you use it.
Very nice. Oh, okay. Thank you.
Hey, Jamie.
Yeah. Green Mile is a great movie. I love that movie.
I haven't seen it in a long time.
Yeah, it's one of the very few movies. And y'all will learn this from my list.
And then you say, hey, Jim is here with us. I said that right.
What's up, Demma? And Mark. Yeah, Mark's cool.
I think Mark was here with us last time. The
He
Marky
was.
Marks were here last
The
time.
Marky Marks. They're
Okay.
a funky bunch.
All right, Maggie, movie.
I didn't finish my statement.
I'm
Let me
sorry,
say
go
it.
ahead. All right, I'm sorry.
One of the few movies on my list, and if you'll find on my hate list, I don't like movies with a sad ending. I don't like it. Don't like it. But that's one of the few movies that's kind of sad, but I love that movie. Love
It
that
was
movie.
sad, yeah.
Okay, I'll let that one go. Y'all go ahead.
Caleb told y'all this one, so y'all can't guess it.
Oh, so just they get to guess?
But you killed our love fern. So you know
Killed our love fern.
Yep,
Fern?
fern. Our love fern. It's
Like a
dead.
plant?
You killed it.
Oh. I remember seeing that, but I don't remember what it's on. He told us?
Yeah. I messaged him. I said, "Why would you say that?" He said, "I was helping." I said, "I know my favorite movies."
I told Scott you must have messaged him because he sent us a text saying that those
They're
were-
having a conversation.
Okay,
over
I'm
there.
sorry. Okay, I knew the answer to this one.
We
It's
used to stay at the Lake Lure Inn every year. That's where they filmed it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Tammy would.
that's
She
cool.
wants
I
to
wanna
go
go
there.
there. So that is
How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
yes, with
Oh, that's your favorite movie?
Goldie
One of
Hawn's daughter.
Here.
Oh, I'm sorry. Goldie Hawn's daughter is plays the lead character Kate Hudson.
And Matthew McConaughey.
Yes, I should have known
Kate
that.
Hudson and Matthew McConaughey.
Right, that was good. Very good.
Alrighty
All
then.
right. Her love fern.
You killed your love
Okay.
fern. All right.
Now, y'all are the only one. They probably won't know this movie because it's very weird. But the main thing is topic.
I know exactly what that one is.
Maggie,
I know it.
did I ever make
Do
you
it again
watch
so they can hear you again.
Topic.
Y'all know what that one is, right?
Now that's a weird movie though, so y'all may not know that one.
It's not that weird.
All right, what is it?
It's the Cutting Edge
Cutting Edge ice skate movie.
ice skating movie. I hate the Olympics every year because I have to watch all the ice skating.
Love
The best
ice
part.
skating.
Gets on my last nerve. Here comes the late scragglers. They're here now.
I didn't know we were supposed to be.
Yeah, we're starting. We're live
Yep.
at 1 o'clock.
Sandy knew that movie.
We're gonna make
Did you know it,
do
Sandy?
Sandy the ice movie.
The ice
She's
movie.
seen it.
You knew it. Yeah.
It's a girly movie, but I love it.
Girly movie. We're doing our favorite movies. I've got my other daughter who made it. She's here now. So,
That's a real human cheese.
and Darbi's here. Her friend Darbi is here. And they won't be mad at me. There they are. All right. So, there you go.
All right, we're naming movies, and y'all get to guess.
Yeah,
what
y'all
the
can help guess.
I'm supposed to say congregation, but whatever.
Yeah, Sandy knew it. She said I did. She knew it.
Oh, Aaron and stuff.
Thank you. I appreciate that. You're so nice.
All right.
Hayes had a rough day. She lost her dog today. She thought maybe it was gone forever, and drove around. We were having to come apart on the phone, and it came to the front door. Interesting story. I was praying, Lord, just let that dog walk to her front door. And I got a bing on my phone, and he said the dog's at the front door, and I was like, you're kidding. I really
Thanks,
did.
Jesus.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Okay, so can I do a movie now?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's see. This is another one of my favorite ones. I don't know how to do y'all are going to all laugh at me about this movie. But I don't have a line from it, and I don't have an impression of it.
I have some like that.
But I'll just tell you what it is. And y'all going to laugh. Chris is going to laugh. I like the movie Waterworld.
I like Waterworld.
Waterworld.
Waterworld's on my list of likes.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I like Waterworld.
Everybody hates Waterworld.
No, I love Waterworld.
Me and you are weird.
I don't know what it is.
We knew that already.
You never saw Waterworld.
I don't think so.
It was like they spent this exorbitant amount of money on it, and
Wasn't Jeremy from the Cutting Edge? I don't know who that guy is that's in the Cutting Edge. James
I'll look
asked.
it up.
yeah, you look it up, find out
Yeah,
for
she's gonna look
James
up
won't
and see who
know.
that was. Too gray. Oh, I think they're talking about the girls not knowing our movies. He said too gray. He's talking about me being old. Waterworld. I always thought that was a cool movie, a really cool concept, and it could have been even better, but it still was good. They said it was really expensive to make.
D.B. Sweeney. He played Doug Dorsey.
D.B. Sweeney. Doug Dorsey. Okay. There you go. Good movie. Gets a lot of grief, but yeah, it does get a lot of grief. You're right, Mark. I agree. Oh, Chris says that Waterworld was too gray.
That's what I wondered if he meant, just the color palette of it.
Well, it's
maybe.
water.
Then it should be What's it about?
Water. She said, "What's it about?" It's
Like
water.
the ocean?
It's like the world is covered in water now, and everybody like lives on little barges, and you know, it's got piratey kind of things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so
Maggie?
there's mine. All right, Maggie. Who's next? Maggie.
Okay.
This is the Heron family.
Oh, should I think of movies I like?
I'm
You
surrounded by
can.
pretty girls, by the way.
Okay.
Get it off of me a little bit. Get it on y'all.
So I can kiss you anytime that I want. Sweet Home Alabama. You gotta give them time to guess.
Our
So
congregation has.
You
to
already
guess.
knew what it was.
Yeah. Why you want to marry me anyhow?
I would not have guessed that.
So are y'all
even
able to
though
hear
Caleb
this?
gave us
I hope you can hear what's going on. This is my life.
Okay.
All right. So what now? What was the
Okay.
quote again?
It says, "Why?" He asks, "Why would you marry me anyhow?" And she says, "So I can kiss you anytime that I want." And they're little kids, and the movie starts off as little kids, and they spoiler alert.
If they haven't seen it by now,
They're
I mean-
supposed to, like, they say they're getting married, they get married, and she moves off. So she comes back to try to get the divorce because he won't sign the papers.
Sandy guessed it.
Yeah,
And
Sandy got it.
yeah, it's a good rom-com.
A good rom-com. My favorite kind of movie.
All right, this one's gonna
It's
be
the best.
easy. I'll do a different one because that one's easy. Get that corn out of my face.
Oh, I know what the one that one is. I like that one. It's
what
on my
else?
favorite list too.
These are my.
I'm surrounded by sports cards too. My husband has an obsession.
Who said-
Mark said he's surrounded by snacks and sports cards.
No.
Or is that a quote?
That's pretty good life there, Mark.
I can
Which
also go to
movie
movies that I like.
had a multi-pass in it? I don't know that one, Jamie. A multi-pass. I don't know. Anybody out there know which movie had a multi-pass in it?
What is a multi-pass?
I don't know. I don't know what he's talking about.
What's
I'm
a
an idiot.
multi-pass?
You're an idiot.
I'm an idiot.
You're
Your
an
movie.
idiot.
You did your thing. Did anybody guess which one yours was?
No,
You said, "Get that corn out of my face."
or these are my
Stretchy pants.
stretchy pants. Yes.
These are the Lord's cheeks.
Lord's
The
cheeks.
large cheeks.
And then the one for yesterday is I've had the diarrhea since Easter's.
Yeah.
All right.
That's
That would
Nacho
be
Libre.
Nacho Libre. So if y'all haven't seen that, that is Jack Black, and it's really good. Really good.
The Fifth Element. Okay.
I've never seen The Fifth Element. if
Never
that's
seen that one
Is
either.
it scary? It sounds scary.
No, it's not scary. It's kind of futuristic
I
sci-fi.
like it.
But
I
it
like
gets
sci-fi.
terrible reviews too. It's another one that's always on the bottom of everybody's list.
You may like it.
Yeah, maybe a good one.
We don't like the ones that get all the
Waterworld.
rewards.
Waterworld's always at the bottom of everybody's list, and I like Waterworld. So, okay, do I do one now?
Yes. All right, let me
Of
write down the
course,
Fifth Element. Okay.
of course, we've got to put this movie in there.
Is that the quote?
No, the
I
quote.
didn't know
The
that.
quote is. No, the quote is not. It's a misquote. Somebody tell me the real quote. The misquote is, "Luke, I am your father." But that's not what the real quote is.
I don't know that one. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know which one it is.
It's I Am Your Father.
I think it's I am. I don't think he says Luke.
He said The Fifth Element, great movie. You're missing out. Funny action, sci-fi weirdness.
I'm gonna write that.
And I think the Fifth Element is, yeah.
I'm gonna
I
watch
think
it.
I think it's one you probably would like. My wife loves sci-fi. She loves it.
All right. So is that Return of the Jedi?
No, I am your father. No, I am your father.
They're not
Or is
Luke.
it I Am Your Father?
I'm your
I am
father.
your father.
Okay.
I'm your daddy.
So which one is it? The Jedi or?
Episode 4, A New Hope,
A
is
New
my
Hope.
favorite. The very first one, because I was in the theater, baby, whenever that came out, sitting there with
No,
my
I am your
mom.
father. Mark and Christopher. Chris knew the.
What's the earliest
Empire Strikes
movie?
Back.
Yeah, Empire Strikes Back is the whole Star Wars franchise. I was wrong. I like all the Star Wars movies, and that's what I was bringing out with the quote. But my favorite of the Star Wars franchise is Episode 4.
But that quote is
That
from
quote is from Empire Strikes Back. He's hanging off of Cloud City. Hanging off of Cloud City, yeah.
We need to watch
You know
those
that.
again. You know
What is
that.
the
know
earliest
that.
movie you ever remember seeing in theaters?
Earliest one I ever remember seeing in theaters. Nobody will even know this movie. Nobody will. It would be a toss-up between Star Wars and Episode 4, and an old movie called Murder by Death. Murder by Death. That was an old comedy that had a bunch of these people that solve murders come together in this old
I was
house.
thinking of Murder, She Wrote.
It had all these detectives come together in this house and try to solve a murder that hasn't happened yet, and then it happens. It was a really funny movie, and I remember seeing that when I was a little bitty kid.
Mine is Lilo and Stitch.
Lilo and Stitch.
It's the first movie I ever remember seeing in theaters.
You've
So-
never seen any of them?
Michael and Chris both got that right. And Christopher saw the premiere of Star Wars. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
that's awesome, Chris.
Yes, Sandy, you got to watch those. They're all the old ones. The new ones are so-so, but the old ones are.
I like the new ones except for the one that's got the Jar Jar Binks in it. That one gets on my nerves.
I don't like the one that has nothing to do with any of the characters.
Misa don't like Jar Jar too much. She laughed.
Okay, my turn. Mark
And
and,
Mark-
Jamie know that movie.
Yeah? Murder by Death, y'all remember that? Really? Are y'all just saying that or y'all being serious? It was a great movie. The Alec Guinness that played Obi-Wan Kenobi played a blind butler in that movie. It was so good. I love that movie.
All right, Maggie. Haley, you got a
That
movie?
makes me happy that y'all remember that movie.
You gonna do a movie, Haley?
You gotta talk into this.
Talk loud.
You got to talk project.
Okay. It's so obvious to y'all, at least.
Well, yeah, but
We can't guess it immediately like you did for me.
we have to.
We
let-
are waiting in the wings for you.
Keep going.
keep-
And she's international, worldwide doing this now.
I'll do a different part. It's all songs, so it's all gonna be singing. I would never be satisfied. That's all I got. I know it.
What is it?
We're gonna let them guess. Are they into musicals? It's a musical.
Oh, The Greatest Showman.
No.
Oh,
Hamilton?
Yes.
Hamilton.
Alexander Hamilton.
Should have known.
I just knew it just
Alexander
because you said
Hamilton.
I
It's
should have
nothing
known.
but singing.
Yeah.
I was like, well, I know her.
wings for you.
And
That was actually
I
on
want to go.
my,
I want to go back
on
in
my
comments.
hate list.
The Mandalorian rock. Mandalorian
I don't know. I
killed.
don't like it.
Love the Mandalorian.
It was awesome.
By the way, Chris, there you go, buddy. Boom, baby.
I almost bought my Hankery shirt, but it clashed with my sunburn.
I wore my ADHD shirt. It looks like
ADHD.
ACDC, but it's ADHD.
All right.
Yeah.
So your
Okay.
turn, Max?
Who's next?
I feel like I already went.
Oh, you go again.
Maybe,
then.
okay.
Ooh, do that one, do that one.
I already did that. She said our love fern. That was my first
Oh,
one.
Love Fern. Yeah.
Okay.
Is that your quote you did choose?
Yeah. What? I don't remember.
You have to do one.
What?
My favorite one. You have to act out your favorite movie.
Can I just tell you about it and you try to guess it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, this is
That'll
one
work.
from when I was a kid that I liked.
I can't act out my other favorite
They
one.
go to the Chinese restaurant and they get their fortune cookies and there's an earthquake.
Oh, I know which one it is.
Oh, I love that movie.
You
I know
guessed
which one it
Darbi.
is.
Yep. It's Freaky Friday.
Freaky Friday.
Freaky Friday. Yeah.
We love that.
That's the
But
one with Jamie Lee Curtis.
The new
And
one or
Lindsay
the old
Lohan.
one? And there two?
I don't think I've seen the original one,
So the new
but
one.
I like the new one.
Isn't there a new scary movie based on
Because-
Freaky Friday?
I think so. Yeah.
There's
But
a
this
song.
one had my man in it, Chad
Christopher
Michael
says
Murray.
Alice. Is that Alice Cooper?
Mine's too.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was thinking it was Kiss.
Heck yeah.
You have to do
I would
it.
just see him from this way. So, I mean, you know.
Darby's
Sorry.
doing one
Did
now.
you hear that,
All right.
Chris?
No, never mind. She doesn't want to.
All right. Okay, we're gonna do this one.
Hamilton is technically not a movie.
That's true.
Ah.
That's very true.
Somebody caught you on that one.
All right, Maggie, I want you to. My movie. I want you to do. Okay, you may have to stand up.
Okay.
Okay, but
We're in for it
all
now.
right, Maggie's gonna do my movie. Okay, then we have to let the audience do this. Can you get out there?
You should do
I'm not
it.
going.
What?
That's it. I'm not going.
All right,
Did you get it?
do it one more time.
I got a squat.
You gotta do the.
What?
Ooh.
She's acting out my movie.
That's it. I'm not going.
That's it. I'm not going. I don't know what movie that is.
Yes, you do. Do the. Ooh. Ah.
That's it. I'm not going.
I know what it is now.
Yeah.
All right. What is it?
That's The Grinch.
The Grinch.
The
The Grinch.
The Grinch with Jim Carrey. Did
Yes. Okay. Your turn.
All right.
Napoleon Dynamite? No, but I love that movie, Chris.
Gosh.
You can have some of this too.
That's where they do this.
Actually, that's on my list. Napoleon Dynamite. I love.
That's
Napoleon.
it.
I was
love
just thinking of
Napoleon's.
one of those taunts.
Napoleon is so
Oh, is that
good.
on your good list or your bad
It's
list?
on my good list. I love Napoleon
That's on my
Dynamite.
bad
I like when he says,
You made me watch it.
bring me
You're
my
dead to me.
chapstick because my lips hurt real bad. God. I love that. Okay, here's
All right.
mine.
Okay.
Drop down. Give me 25 bacon, boy. One tubby. Two tubby. What's that?
I know what it is.
What?
Can I say it?
Yeah.
Y'all didn't let me guess.
Y'all know what it is?
We gotta give them a second.
It's a liger. What's that one?
Major Pain.
Major Pain. I love Major Pain. That's a good movie. One, tubby. That's a funny movie.
Maggie, you got one? You got another one,
Haley
Haley?
can go next. I don't know if anybody's gonna know this one.
Just do it. We'll guess
Y'all
it.
will know it.
They knew Murder by Death. It's crazy. I can't believe y'all knew that.
I'm trying to think of one. I'll do it.
Good afternoon, Roger.
What's up, Roger West? Boom. Hey, Caleb.
Hey, Caleb. Sorry if you're sunburned.
Is it my Caleb?
Yeah.
Hey, babe.
Oh.
I talked about you giving away my answers.
Yes.
Dang, Caleb. But you're okay, ready?
Oh, look, puppy.
Okay. The puppies are walking by, and anytime that happens, we have to stop everything.
Sorry. I'll go. No. Oh, yeah.
Okay, let's go.
No. Okay. You will drink with There's another part.
What the-
Renfield.
Sorry, I didn't mean to catch it in my.
No, you're fine.
Is there
Thank
anything
you.
Thank
else I
you.
can get you of?
Oh, you're doing good. You're on an international podcast right now.
Oh,
So.
nice.
Yeah.
My ads, guys.
Was the Mina, you are in the closet.
You're in the closet. Yeah, I know
Watch
what
out
it
for
is.
the foot.
Yeah, I know. I love that one too. That's a good one. I didn't even have that on my list. Y'all know what that one is, right?
Tell him.
That's Dracula Dead and Loving It. It's a
Yes.
Mel Brooks movie. Dracula Dead and Loving It. Mel Brooks couldn't make a lot of the movies that he used to make anymore. He couldn't do it. But back then it was really funny.
Okay,
All
this
right.
one is another childhood movie. I haven't seen it in years.
Oh boy.
A ninja is honest and good. His mind, body, and spirit are one. Has self-control.
Oh.
He has discipline.
That's the one where
Karate Kid?
Nope.
That's the one where it's like you'll eat anything, not dog poop. That one.
Yep.
It's those three boys. What was their name?
The Ninja Turtles.
No.
No. I don't remember the name of it, but
Oh, I know the one you're talking about the little kids.
Yep.
And they went to stay with their granddaddy. What was that called?
It was like the
I remember that movie. That used to be a pretty funny
the
movie.
little ninjas, the three ninjas.
The Three Ninjas.
Three ninjas.
That was a funny movie. I remember
All
that
right,
one.
important question. Does anybody know do you people that are in your generation know if you can order coffee on
yes.
on those apps and then bring them to you? Do?
Every time I try at work, they don't show available for Starbucks or Java Mo's. You can only get it from like Krispy Kreme.
I mean, Starbucks
Oh, like
is
you wanna
right
get a
there.
coffee?
Hey,
Yeah. you can
raining
probably
in.
go.
Hello.
Oh look,
I'm
mom's
just-
turn.
Y'all see what
I
I've
was
been
just
living with?
asking if anybody knew if we can get coffee in this place.
Okay.
Yeah, we can get coffee in this place.
Hey, I'm going to do a movie. Y'all ready?
Oh yes, thank
My
you.
connection.
Your turn.
All right. Here's my movie. I'm trying to think of a good quote from it. And it would be the made-for-TV version too.
That is. All I think about
All right. Here's the movie. The quote. It's I want to get it right.
Get it right.
It's okay, Tammie. I killed him, but you can't kill the boogeyman.
Oh.
Friday something.
Friday something. Really?
The 13th.
No.
I just sang the theme song.
Yeah.
They all blend
It's
together.
my favorite
They all
scary movie
blend
series ever.
Jason.
No. Oh my goodness.
The song?
Freaky Friday. No, we've already done Freaky Friday. Sorry.
Love you too, Caleb. Really?
Halloween.
Halloween. The
Halloween.
1978 version too.
Halloween.
Of course, you need to watch the made-for-TV edit, okay? But oh my gosh, I remember being
Mark
a kid.
got it.
Yeah, he
Mark
did.
got it.
Yeah,
What's
thank
the-
you, Mark.
What's the
Thank
quote
you.
from that
I remember
TikTok?
being a kid and being in the 6th
Christopher got
grade.
it. Thank y'all.
Yeah, Chris got it. I remember being a kid in the 6th grade and it coming on TV, and my mom telling me, she said, "You can watch it, but you're gonna have to watch it in your room. I'm not watching it." I said, "Okay, Mom, I'll watch it. I don't even care." So I went to my bedroom, I turned it on, and I watched it. And I remember sitting there going, "This was the TV edit, you know." And I was just scared the life out of me. And now when you watch it, it's super ultra 70s. You know, like like knee-high socks and bell bottoms. It's ultra 70s, but even now it still scares me because it just brings that back. I love Halloween. That's a great
Michael
movie.
says we're funny. Okay.
I'm sorry, Michael.
How about this one? And I don't.
My life is this way. It's been this way for
Alright, I'm gonna do one.
29 years almost. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Fun.
Okay. I'm
Fun life.
maybe two. Showing or your pills. All right.
One is something that I say to you, and the other one's something you say to me. That's on my list too. Y'all know what that is?
Wait, what's the second one?
So showing your pills.
Swing.
Oh yeah, you say it better. I say it country. Showing. Showing. No. Now this group is gonna know this.
They'll know this movie, and it also starred.
Yeah, Alice Cooper was in it.
Yeah, he was.
I guess he
He was singing "Feed My Frankenstein."
Wait, I know it's Glee.
No. Glee?
All right,
High School Musical.
Michael won.
Outside.
Wayne's World.
Did he? Yes.
Yes.
Michael got it.
Yes.
Wayne's
I knew
World.
that.
You knew that?
Wayne's World.
All right, my
That's a
favorite.
funny movie.
Yeah.
I like both of those. They were both funny.
All right. Maggie, you got one?
The TV edits, of course.
Nanette's watching. Hey, Nan.
What's up, Nan? How you doing? We're talking movies
Come
now.
hang
You might know
with
some
us.
of these. Okay. So
Okay.
whose turn is it? Maggie's?
So I don't know quite off the top of my head,
Yes. How can we forget that?
Milwaukee.
but
One of you is from Milwaukee.
she picks out all the M&Ms except the brown ones. Because the brown ones, since chocolate is brown, it's not artificial coloring.
Wedding planner.
Really?
Yep.
I don't remember that. That's
Wedding
another
planner.
rom-com, I guess.
When they're sitting there at the movies, she's got the M&Ms and she's like throwing out all the ones but the brown ones.
Jennifer Lopez and Matthew McConaughey.
These are movies they watch when I'm working at nighttime.
Haley, you got one? No?
I'll think one.
Okay.
All right, I'll do one. How about?
You got one?
Here's a good one, and you guys will know this. You'll know this. Get busy living or get busy dying.
I got nothing.
You can get on my Netflix and look through my watch
Come
movies.
on, they'll get it. I'm not even going to give it to you because they'll get it.
Get busy living or get busy dying.
Yeah. What's up, Kermit? We're not worthy. Yeah, Kermit.
I don't know. You're going to have to tell us.
I'm gonna let them. They're gonna get that one.
All right. Well, while they're
We're gonna wait. They're gonna get it.
I'm
Okay.
gonna look up a quote from my next movie.
I'm so sure they're gonna get it. I'm not even gonna give them the answer, guys. It's all you. It's all you.
maybe they don't know.
Oh, they know. They know. Get busy living or get busy dying. Stephen King
Okay.
movie. Stephen King movie.
Well, that would explain why I don't know it.
Let's see what we got here. Hello, happy blessed. Oh, from the Netherlands. Awesome, Carolina.
Awesome. Welcome.
Awesome. Shawshank Redemption. Yeah, Mark. Boy, I'm glad when Mark gets on here because he's like, bam.
Knows them.
Kaboom. He's got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do it.
You want to do
I
one?
had the wedding planner on the.
All right, I'm going to put the camera on you so they can see you do it.
Okay.
They're watching you in the Netherlands.
Oh, great.
All right, this is Darbi.
I hope we know this.
It's my best friend.
Hey, Darbi.
Hi. It's You Remind Me of the Babe. What babe? The babe with the power. What power? Power of voodoo. Hoodoo. You do. You remind me of the babe. Y'all know what it is, right?
I don't know it.
Power of Voodoo.
You remind me of the babe. What babe? The babe with the power. What power? The power of voodoo. Hoodoo. You do. You remind me of the babe.
Okay. I
It
feel like I've
has.
heard it
She's
before.
Googling it.
I feel like
No, I'm on my Netflix looking
No,
for it.
it's such a good movie.
What is
I'm
it?
so upset. The Labyrinth. David
Labyrinth.
Bowie.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
been forever.
It's an old movie, but it's so good.
add that to my list with the Fifth Element to watch.
That's been a long time since I saw that one.
Very good. You did that very well, though.
You did. You did really good.
The whole,
Who do you do?
yeah. I was like, no, that one. She goes,
Where'd my list
It's
go?
such a good movie.
All right, Maggie,
All right.
master list.
Okay. Why is the rum gone?
I know this one.
Yeah, of course you do.
He's a nice guy. He
He's
does
a great
not
guy.
beat people, wives, or anything.
Yeah.
Pirates of the Caribbean. Or
Caribbean.
the Caribbean. Michael got your labyrinth. Somebody knew it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you do it. Yeah.
Thank you, Michael.
The Goblin King. Yeah.
Is he in there?
She's
Oh,
impressed.
that's David Bowie. He's the
Oh,
Goblin
I like
King.
David Boy.
Yeah, it's really good. Good movie. I recommend it.
There you go.
All right, so yes, I
Voodoo,
love
voodoo.
Pirates of the Caribbean with Johnny Depp.
Is it Caribbean or Caribbean?
I say Caribbean.
I say Caribbean. No, Pirates of the Caribbean.
Chris and Mark got
Pirates
that.
of the Caribbean. That's what I say.
Okay.
I don't know. Both.
Oh, I'm having a good time. We got 20 minutes.
Potato,
Okay.
potato.
All right, I've got one.
Okay.
All right.
I say we do some stinky movies.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna say my good one first because I
Okay.
just thought of my quote. All
What's
right.
a stinky man?
You say Grace. Grace died
30
30
years.
years ago.
The one you're talking about.
Do
That
you?
is your
Y'all
favorite
know?
movie. That's
That is
probably
my
your
favorite movie ever. I could watch it every day.
The television edit, of course.
Wow. They cuss in it?
Yeah, they cuss in it. They cuss a lot in it.
Oh, that's bad. Cuss is bad.
Now I gotta think of movies I don't.
So that is, tell me what it is.
It's Christmas Vacation.
Yes, Christmas Vacation.
Absolutely.
All right,
If
so
you notice,
Chris
Mom
says him
likes
and
a
Monday
bunch-
speaking movie quotes. Yeah,
That's awesome.
I do that in song lyrics too.
Mom likes all the Christmas movies.
Yes, she
yes, yeah. I guess I do.
Let me think of
Okay.
one I don't like.
does. All right, I've got one. I'm gonna start. Well, all right, before we do the ones we don't like, I'm gonna do a brief rundown of other ones that I really do like. These are honorable mentions, and I'm gonna do them real fast. And I'm just
Okay.
gonna tell you, okay?
Okay.
I like Drop Dead Fred.
Love
Anybody
Drop Dead
remember Drop Dead Fred?
Burlesque.
Huh?
Burlesque.
Burlesque. That's a stripper movie.
That's not.
It's not.
It's a rom-com. And they wear clothes.
Naked.
Final Destination. The Emperor's New Groove. No touchy. Bill and Ted. Ace Ventura. Spaceballs. It. I like the movie It, the original made-for-TV movie It, with Tim Curry. I like that.
Do you know he makes
I like
his
the other
eyes
one
do
too.
that
The
all
other
by
one was
himself?
scary. Yeah.
He like when his eyes go crazy, he actually does that. He can actually do that.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
Napoleon Dynamite. The Pink Panther movies with Peter Sellers. Anybody remember those? The Ghost of Mr. Chicken and the Private Eyes with Don Knotts, Tim Conway. Love those.
Oh, Kaka.
And Nacho Libre. So.
All right,
You already said that one.
my ones
What's
I
your
like
honorable mention?
that aren't on my list are Mary Poppins, Elf, Moana, Warm Bodies, all the vacation movies,
Warm Bodies.
Scarlet Pimpernel.
Scarlet Pimpernel.
What about Soylent
Tuppence.
Yes, Soylent
Tuppence.
Green. I love that movie.
Soylent Green. She loves Soylent Green.
Yes.
It's people. It's people.
They were hungry. They
Spoiler
had to
alert.
I thought you were doing that.
Eat. Okay.
Any honorable mentions for you?
The Parent Trap, Aquaman, Raising Hell,
Aquaman. How could we forget Aquaman? Okay, sorry.
the Maze Runner movies. I just recently watched Wonder Woman for the first time and I liked it because it had Greek mythology in it. For like scary type movies, I like the Insidious and Conjuring movies. Those are most of my favorites.
The Conjuring scared the life out of me. I ain't gonna lie.
Until
Scared
you
me.
aren't expecting it. Oh,
Yeah, it
don't
scared me.
move the black face, like the black creature.
Okay.
Like here.
Chris loves the Ghost of Mixed Chicken.
Yeah,
and
me too.
James likes
James
Pink
likes pink.
Panther.
Yeah, James. Chris, James. My bros.
Mary Lou likes Pink
My
Panther.
bros. Huh?
Mary Lou likes Pink.
Oh yeah, Mary Lou's right. She's right.
You think of movies I
Mary
like?
Lou's right.
Film offered
You're right, Mary Lou.
From,
Who?
all right.
Okay. I'll start us off with some that I do not like.
Okay.
Do not, and I'm not even going to do an impression of some of these are so bad. Do not like Up. Can't
No, it's
stand the
sad.
movie Up.
You could have impressed in the impression of Kevin.
Or Squirrel.
Squirrel.
Squirrel. But I do not like. I do not like.
All right, here's the one I don't like.
Okay.
I'm holding a balloon. I'm a
Oh.
clown.
Oh,
It.
Yes.
You don't like it?
I don't like it.
You don't like it?
I don't like it.
They were pretty scary. The Shawshank and Green Mile are my favorite two Stephen King movies. They're great. I love those. Okay, go ahead.
My least favorite. We're not in Kansas anymore.
Wizard of Oz.
I cry in that movie. It scares me.
She does. She really does. To this day, if it comes
Yeah.
on, she has to turn it.
But I love Wicked, the musical, but hate Wizard of Oz.
You don't like it. I never understood why the Wizard of Oz was always around Christmas time. I never have understood that. It's even in the Christmas story. He's got the characters running through the mall when he's in line to go see Santa Claus in the Christmas story. Yeah. Weird.
Not in Kansas anymore.
Okay. And do I do another one now that I don't like? I don't like the one called Arachnophobia. It's a movie about spiders. I don't like spiders. Don't judge me. Next.
How about in this one? Everybody. Well, okay. So the little person cuts the guy's tendons when he's sitting on the bed on his ankles.
All of moms are scary.
That's the original
Pet
Pet Cemetery.
Horrible, horrible, horrible.
That's a creepy movie. I give you that one. The original, way creepier than the new remake. The original was.
So there's another
I
horrible
wanna play-
movie.
They
that's
remade
The
it.
new one is bad too.
They remade it with
I walked out of the theater when I saw it. I
It's
couldn't.
a chills.
Really.
Yeah, I left. I was like,
The new one has got the guy you love from Third Rock from the Sun in it.
I ain't watching it. I
He
don't
plays
care.
the old.
He plays the old guy.
Don't
Yeah.
don't care.
It's a creepy movie. I ain't gonna lie. I'll give you that one.
Okay, the Netflix one.
All right, I'm trying to read some of these.
She's doing her drama.
Sandra Bullock. That's me.
Oh, that's the one,
It's the
Bird
worst
Box.
movie ever.
Bird Box.
I haven't seen that.
Don't watch it. I just thought it was a movie that I like. We're on discipline.
We moved on, Haylee.
Chris liked your Wonder Woman. James says Don Knotts was hilarious. Yes, he was. We lost a genius when he died.
Yes.
Don Knotts and Peter Sellers were two amazing geniuses. Braveheart, Carolina says Braveheart. You like Braveheart, I'm assuming? Yeah,
I've not
Braveheart was
seen
very
that.
good.
I need to add
It was
that
very
to my
good.
list of movies to watch.
Chris Keene, the first 10 minutes of Up were such a, that's it. From the minute Up started to the time it went off, it was terrible. And that is a word that the knights that say nigh can't stand. Sometimes they come back.
knee.
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 Yeah. Chris Keene says sometimes they come back. Yeah, that's a pretty good Stephen
That's
King
the
movie.
coconuts.
Yeah,
That's the movie that Eli wanted me to watch.
what is the one where they? Yeah, but what is the name of it? It's
The Knights of something. It's
I know what it is. I know what it is. I just can't call it. All right, here's another one. My Dog Skip. Whoever made My Dog Skip ought to be put in jail. That's just what I think.
How about this one?
That is child torture. It's child abuse.
How about this one?
It's awful.
You got these 4 people on this life raft when you can fit 25 more people on this life raft and 3,000 people are dying on the boat. I'm like, get more people on the life raft.
Titanic.
Yes.
Well, at the end, whenever she's just clinging, there's room for him up there too.
He's clinging onto the boat. I'm like, get
Yeah.
in the boat. Anyway.
On the door. It's a door.
Yeah, get in the boat. There's 70,000 people can fit in that boat.
Well,
It's
that
not a
happened
boat,
in
it's a
real
door.
life.
Oh.
They didn't fill up the boats.
I guess in real life that's true. Yeah, that movie.
Even then.
Okay, this is my all-time scariest movie ever. This girl,
Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
she was in a car wreck when she was a kid. Her parents died. And so she's in therapy. Well, her and her therapist are taking a trip. And while taking a trip, they pick up a hitchhiker. And the hitchhiker ends up being a killer.
I know what it
And
is.
changes the sign so that they go in a bad part. And then he kills them. And tortures them. I don't remember if she dies or not because I won't watch it again.
That sounds horrible.
It's the worst movie ever.
I know it.
What?
Anybody know it?
I know it.
I know it.
Can I tell you? Can I say it? Penny Dreadful. Yeah. Penny Dreadful. It's,
The TV show? Penny Dreadful TV
It
show?
sounds dreadful.
it's dreadful, yeah. It's dreadful. All right, here's one. You got another one? You do another one. Tammie.
Me?
Yeah.
All right, this one, everybody's dead. Even
Little Shop of Horrors.
the main character is dead, but he doesn't know he's dead.
Little Shop of Horrors.
No, the main character thinks he's alive, but he's actually dead.
Oh,
I See Dead People.
Yeah. You don't like that movie? It's a good
Freaked
movie.
me out. Freaked me out.
I like that movie.
Sixth Sense.
The Sixth Sense.
Yeah.
I did like that movie. That's a good one.
I was thinking Little Shop of Horrors. Sometimes they come back. Pet Cemetery, yeah. Pet Cemetery. I like my quote. My favorite quote from Pet Cemetery, Chris, is the one that says, "The soil of a man's heart is stonier." The soil of a man's heart is stonier. Okay. Yeah. The Sixth Sense. I like that movie. I like that one.
Glad you did.
Hitchhiker. Carolina thought you were talking about Hitchhiker. There's a movie called Hitchhiker too, and it's very similar to the one you described. Yeah, it's different, Carolina, but that's a good movie too. I like it.
What's
She
that
didn't like it.
movie?
Okay, I got one for you.
What time is it?
It's about 10 minutes. I got one for you. Ready?
Because we were late.
That's right.
How about? Oh, and I said Little Shop of Horrors a while ago because there's two versions of Little Shop of Horrors. There's the one where at the end of it, Seymour takes the cable and he electrocutes the plant and it
Isn't
explodes.
that the first movie we saw when we went on a
That's
date?
the very first movie we saw
Our
when we went
first
on a
date.
date.
Yeah.
And I remember that, and I like that one. But the original director's cut had the plant kill Seymour, eat Audrey, and break loose and eat the whole world. And it had like little pods that were sent all the florists all over. Yeah, I didn't like that one.
I have
But anyway,
one.
here's the one that I was going to tell you about. Coco. Hate Coco.
I've never seen it.
Coco's
Mom, have you watched
awful.
that movie yet?
No, have
Awful.
you seen Coco?
Yes, I saw Coco right after my dad died. And then he got a dad singing to his son about how, please remember me. And I'm like,
Yes,
no.
It can be very sad. Yes.
It's terrible.
Yes.
Terrible. Why do they make sad movies for kids? It's kind of like Bambi. Oh, here's this beautiful little deer. Let's kill his parents.
I have one.
Okay.
I don't know a quote from it though, so I'm gonna talk about it.
Okay.
So it's on Netflix. I think it's a Netflix movie, and there's two of them. And this one guy, he's a cameraman in the first one, and the guy hires him to come film him because he says he's dying, and he wants to make a video for his kid, and he ends up just being crazy.
Remember that.
Kills him at the end, but spoiler, sorry.
I know the name of it.
But I don't know.
Remember
He has like a wolf mask or whatever.
That's
Everybody
a
shows
weird
up
movie.
in a wolf mask. They ain't then just.
That movie's called Creep.
I didn't ever watch
It's
that.
called Creep.
I mean, it's kind of a good movie,
He's
but
a
it
creep.
gets the point across if it's supposed to be like that, you know. Thought of a good one, The Descent.
The Descent's
Oh, I
pretty
like
good.
that one.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
scary.
It's pretty good. I like The Descent. All right, I'm gonna
Bambi
do
versus Godzilla.
Bambi. Right? Yeah, exactly. Have you seen the new Godzilla movie, Godzilla versus Kong?
Hey Tristan, your baby's cute.
She is beautiful.
Oh, ain't that sweet. Okay, so I'm going to put on here a couple of movies that I hate. These are honorable mentions, and y'all can do the same thing. Okay? Left Behind. I could not stand Left Behind. It's
I like the
Christian,
song, though.
Christian movie, but it was so campy, and I didn't like that movie. I didn't like it. Ghost.
Scream.
Is Ghost it's a musical, right?
No, Ghost is one with Patrick Swayze gets killed, gets mugged, and the muggers kill him, and then so he comes back through a medium to
I think there's also
solve
a
his
Broadway
murder.
show called
It was
Ghost.
awful. It was awful.
Not only was Scream, I hated Scream.
Scream? I like Scream. Scream's pretty good. That's a
Okay.
whodunit.
Okay.
You didn't like it.
Scream, Halloween, all the Friday Killer movies, Jason, anybody wearing a
Mom
mask.
doesn't like scary movies.
No, she don't.
Okay.
What about the Legends of the Fall?
I don't know. it's about.
Legends of the Fall is Brad Pitt, and he's got long
Oh,
hair,
yeah.
and everything. It's just awful. Everything that can happen to him happens to him.
And it goes on forever.
So it's like 2 hours of let's see all the things we can do to hurt this guy.
Okay, any honorable mentions?
I couldn't think of any more I didn't like. But a new one that I do like, I just thought about this, Knives Out.
Knives Out, yeah.
That was a good one.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good. The exclusive TV edit, of course.
Any Haley had any?
I like Greatest Showman.
Greatest Showman.
I like musicals.
Do you like
If I don't like a movie, I really won't keep watching. I cut it off before it's over. So I'm
Y'all
hard
see-
for me to.
Y'all should see Maggie's husband whenever The Lion King comes on. He
Let me
stands
see if
up.
I have a video.
He stands up and sings loudly for all the world to hear, along with The Lion
That's his
King.
favorite movie of all time. When we first started talking, I asked him. He said it was The Lion King, and I didn't believe him till I saw him watch it.
The best way is for Christmas cheer. Singing loud for all the
Elf.
Elf.
It was on my list. Elf.
Okay. Well, let me close this out by saying something. I actually do have something I want to say. As we're talking about all these movies, movies really are essentially storytelling. You got something that happens at the beginning. You have the body of the story. You got a little bit of a conflict that happens, and then something happens at the end, and it's over. And if you noticed on my list, most of the things with movies that the ones that I don't like are movies with sad endings. I don't do very well with goodbyes. I don't know how y'all are, but I don't do very well with goodbyes. I'm okay with see you laters, but not with goodbyes. And here the last couple of years, especially having gone through what we went through with my father and his passing, watching my mom, I've started asking the question if there are how do you deal with the sad endings? Because it seems in our lives that we always end up with a sad ending. I mean, if you think about that, there will come one day whenever one of us will be gone, right? And this is a morbid thought, but it's something to think about. Y'all will be in a world one day without parents, you know. So when you look at the world that way, it's easy. It's real easy for us to begin to live dreading life the same way that I dread watching movies like some of those that were on my list, like Up. It's one of the reasons I don't like Up is because it's almost too real, if that makes any sense. I mean, not the house floating on balloons, but this is the first 10 minutes of that movie, you know. Things happen. The world is a tough place, and it's a horrible place. But there is some positive that I want to leave you with about this. First of all, is as believers, as Christians, and as followers of Jesus, we do have hope. We have hope. We're not living a hopeless existence, waiting for the end. You know, and that's important. It's important for us as believers to live such a way, and that's why the Bible says what it does about us living in a way that has hope. You know, people ask us, and we're able to give an answer. You know, what is this hope that I see in your life? So that's important. And then secondly, I want to leave you with this thought. What about today? What about right now? You know, there's no guarantee that next Monday, by the way, next Monday I've got to work, so we won't be broadcasting next Monday, but there's no guarantee
Next
that
Sunday's your birthday. Happy
Thank you.
birthday.
Thank you. But there's no guarantees that 2 Mondays from now that we will be able to get together around the table with the same group of people that we have here now. There's just you're off. Okay, good.
I have class. Wait, we have a test that next week.
I'm
But-
mentally off.
We have a test. No, that's next week.
But we can't live wondering about tomorrow and wondering about a sad ending. We have to live for right now, right now, today. The things that are going on now, the opportunities we have in front of us to show the love of Christ to people around us, the opportunities we have with our families to love them while we can. And you know, there's a lot of things that I would love to be able to go back and tell my dad right now. but I'm really glad that I took advantage of the opportunities that I had to tell him while he was alive how I felt. So take advantage of the time you have now. Take advantage of the opportunities you have right now, where you're living right now, to make a difference in the lives of people around you and your families. And if you don't have anybody around you, if it's just you, seek out, pray about what God may be wanting you to do, because he might have a plan for you. He might have something really big that he wants you to do, and he's just waiting on you to make yourself available. So I think so many times I spend a lot of my life thinking about the bad things that could happen, that may happen, that probably will happen eventually. And as a result, I'm not living for the moment that I have right now to live. So that's been on my mind a lot the last couple of days, being with the family that we've been with and spending the time that we spent together with the Easter stuff. But I love movies because movies lets us escape. Movies let us, scary movies in particular, let me realize that some people have it worse than I do. So I kind of like scary movies, but comedies help us to laugh. But we have a lot going on in our life too. We really do, that we have to be thankful for. And I guarantee if you stop and pay attention, you start putting a pen on a piece of paper like you made that list of movies, you start looking at the things that God's given you in your life to be thankful for, you'll end up with a list. And then after you get the list, you need to pray and thank Him for every one of them. Thank Him for them. Let's go look back at a few comments, and then we're going to call her a day, okay? 6 cents, yes, Michael, 6 cents. Bambi versus Godzilla. Okay, I agree on Ghost. Kermit says he agrees on Ghost. That's because you're smart, Kermit. Yeah, absolutely. Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Greatest movie of all time. That was a movie, of course. Amen. And Mark says, amen, good stuff. We have a lot to be thankful for, folks. We really do. Really do. Anybody want to say anything else before we go?
Thanks for watching.
Hi.
Oh, boy.
Hope y'all,
Maggie has arrived
Yes.
and she's leaving.
and is about to leave.
Oh, my.
Goodbye.
From me and Tammie, Maggie, Haylee, and Darbi, we just want to tell you that we love you. We appreciate you watching and being a part of our lives. And what?
Haley's inching into the screen. You cut her head off. She wants to be part of the family. Maggie's gone. There she is. She's back.
We love you guys. I hope y'all have a great day, a good week.
See you in 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks, we'll be back, okay?
Bye.
Hang in there. And now we are